Chelsea enters the new EPL season as the reigning world champion, carrying momentum, pride, and ambition. With a blend of talent and tenacity, they aim to exert dominance both domestically and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, acknowledge me. Welcome to this season of my football channel, Soccer Sharafino. Let's talk football. The 38th week journey begins tomorrow for who is going to emerge as champion of EPL coming in May next year. Is we Chelsea do it? Don't think they'll do it, but they should be close this time around. They have the talent, they have the squad, but at times the youthfulness could really count against them. This is a league, this is week in, week out. It's not knockout stages. So at the time, you need a keeper to win your games. You need the quality striker. At times, you just need individual brilliance to win your games. At times, you need strength. At times, you just need a flair. So it's the combination of all these things that will make you the winner come May next year. Does Chelsea have this? Yeah, they have most of all this, but they don't have the experience on their side. They don't have the age on their side. If all the players reach their peak at 22, 23, then there is no reason for them to grow. No. So I believe Chelsea will come close, maybe second, third. I think that will be a good position to finish on. They're playing the first game tomorrow against Crystal Palace. It's not going to be easy, bro. It's not going to be easy. Crystal Palace have the belief of their own. They won Manchester City at the FA Cup last season, and this season, the season opener, they won Liverpool as well. These two sides, Man City and Liverpool, they've been the two dominating teams in the EPL for the past 6-7 years, and in just two games back-to-back, Crystal Palace showed them they could really hold their own when it comes to playing the big boys. I think it's going to be a tough game for Chelsea. We also have to remember about those two games Palace won, they were on neutral ground, Wembley. So probably Wembley is the new home, But this is Chelsea, this is the London Derby, this is Stamford Bridge. So it might really count against them. I expect Chelsea to come out firing all cylinders with a new wave of attackers that they've got in this transfer window. So I believe Chelsea should be able to get the match done and dusted. Close call, I would think 2-1 or 3-1, But what matters right now is just get a 3-point move to the next game. Crystal Palace coach Oliver Glasner, he has really worked well with his team. And there's still some question marks about the likes of Eberechi is leaving, about the likes of Maguire leaving. Play tomorrow game. Now, Maguire might play against Chelsea, but Eberechi might just be hard because reports coming in says he's pushing to go to Spurs. Spurs, what are you building? Kudos, Eberechi. Apparently, they need any number 10 because Madison got anterior cruciate ligament during the preseason. So I think Eberechi is just going to slot into that. So he might not play against Chelsea. That is good news for the London faithfuls. Of course, Chelsea are also the Club World Cup champions, and we also have the new confidence of our own, the new panache, the way we deal with teams, we have the belief. I'm suspecting a high tempo game, Chelsea coming out in front of their fans, the first EPL games after winning the Club World Cup way back in America. They just want to give the fans what new things to opt for. But we also have to be cautious. Last season, we were not that great at home. I think we lost more points at home. Teams just sit back, and we found it hard, breaking in those backline. Now we have more flair, more technicality in terms of Joao Pedro, in terms of Esteval Willian, So I believe those players should be able to, won their magic. And so what does the statistics say? Chelsea, we've not lost in the last 16 games to Crystal Palace. Only Manchester United has had more opening day wins than Chelsea. Chelsea has had 20 opening day wins in the league, while Manchester United has 22. So going to the league, I think aside the vibrance, aside the youthfulness, there's this belief that what we conquer the best. And what do I mean by the best? I mean that game they played against PSG. So using that game as a reference, they should be able to feel confident playing any team in the EPL, both home and away. They just have to be in the right element. In goal, I would like to pick up Sanchez, just from what he has done the past few weeks, you just have to give him the benefit of doubt that is going to continue with those brilliant performances, especially the one he had in the final against PSG. So I'm going to stick to Sanchez in goal. Right back, I think James has been managed so well. He has enough rest. So I'm going to pick Reece James, Tosin Darabio, Johan Chalobah. The left back, Kukwea. In the middle, I'm going to go for Moses Caicedo and Enzo. Enzo has been having a blissful of a time at Chelsea. Up front, Palmer definitely. Then Pedro. Should I start Esteval? I'm not going to start Gatings. I'm not going to start Gatings. Esteval, then I go with João Pedro up front. Obviously, you guys know there ain't going to be Jackson, there ain't going to be Nkunku in those games. Those two guys are leaving. Especially for Jackson, he's been there for 2 seasons where he undoubtedly it was Chelsea's number 9 striker, and the return wasn't that great. 24 goals in 65 games or so. I don't really blame him. We really bought it. We bought him for £32 million. That was the money we bought Diego Costa almost 8 years ago. So hard recession, hard depreciation. Add what else again do you need to add? Add inflation. So for competition-wise, I want Jackson to stay because I like his attitude. You can't really undervalue his pressing game for Chelsea in the attack. When he was injured, we missed him and we saw what he was doing. Nkunku couldn't do it. From PSR point of view, from profit and loss point of view, I would want us to sell Jackson this season because this is the best time we can have the best money for him. We could get 70, 80 million for Jackson, 90 million probably with some add-ons. So I believe this is the best time for us to sell Jackson. But if he has to stay, I'll welcome him. He is a fighter. And Nkunku, bro, just gave us some little hope, man. He gave him some gravy and it went sour so quickly. Now he has to go because last season he just wasn't interested. Though the Club World Cup, he was kind of rejuvenated and, he played really well. But no, the intensity is still not there. We need qualita from you. We need quality performances week in, week out from you. And I don't think Nkunku can deliver on that level again, because the persistent injury he had at the early stage of his Chelsea career, I will really believe took some toll of him. So that is all. That is my analysis. Chelsea to win 2-1 or 3-1. On the coaching level, who do I want on the bench? Of course, Maresca. And if he doesn't win that game, Maresca out. He needs to be sacked. I don't think that prayer can be answered quickly. He has cemented some legacy, bought himself some time with the triumph of the Club World Cup right there in America. So that's it, guy. Messi, gracias, obrigado, Ked Mili Forcha. Thanks a million bunch, guys. Soccer Sherafino.